Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet. Battle of the Atlantic continued as Britain. We are in week 4 of December 1940 and we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares left on the tonnage war, and we need to go into the Bay of Biscay because we have some U-boats in there. Oh yeah, was I supposed to send the Exeter in for repairs? How badly is the Exeter damaged? AAA with light damage. No, we'll keep the Exeter in for now then. Let's have a look. What can we send across? I'm going to send some of my UK destroyers in. Which ones though? I'll send the Blanche and the Velux down to see what's going on here. Hopefully we don't get obliterated by airstrikes. And I will move back my submarines back to where they should be. Right, let's carry on. Alright, so I'm guessing this must be the submarine that was in the western, well, not in the western approaches, in the Bay of Biscay just a moment ago. They've moved to the western approaches. And they've done that in mostly sunny weather in week 4 of December 1940. And they're now attacking the destroyers Assiniboine and Boreas at night. And it's U-186 that's attacking, with the initiative of course being with the submarine. So it's a nighttime engagement, which means no air support for either of us. Let's take a look and see where we are. So we do not have them on the sonar because we are 10,000 yards away. That does make sense. We do have them on the sonar here because we're only about 5,500 yards away. So I think it'll be the Boreas that'll take this one. Unless of course torpedoes are fired and the Boreas has to go and do things that result in it being further away. Nevertheless, I will turn in with the Assiniboine destroyer as well. Nothing preventing me from doing that, and well, you never know what might happen. Still no action. I think they may have gone to sleep already. That's why they're not firing torpedoes. We've got them on the sonar on the Assiniboine. 4-6. I will turn and stand by the torpedo tubes. 3,900. And let's drop in a torpedo. Off it goes. Nope, no action. I think they went to sleep. I think they were counting on a sort of a very uneventful passage through the western approaches, and then they're hoping to pick up a convoy in the morning, perhaps. But nope. The action report shows a different story. On the British side, the destroyers Assiniboine and Boreas received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-186 was sunk for 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,032. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 1,032 renown earned. Angola, Southwest Africa. Allied merchant attacks by submarines. 53,750 tons of merchant shipping sunk in week 4 of December 1940. But now we are in January 1941. Have we regained a square on the tonnage wall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We haven't. What's the tonnage gone down to? 151,000. Right, I see. Alright. Yeah, this is too far away to send destroyers down here because they're going to move, and by the time we get there, they're going to be anywhere but here. So, do we even have convoys in that area? No. Oh, no, not really, no, no. There's no convoys even down here. Maybe it's a distraction tactic. Attack something down here, so then I detach forces from up here, where it's loads of convoys, and then do damage up there. But anyway, now here we go. More bad news. South Central Atlantic, Allied merchant attacked by submarines. 55,650 tons of merchant shipping sunk. This time in week 0.5 of January 1941. So as you can see, they're moving across down here. It's quite unfortunate that that happens, but again, no real way to catch them, I don't think. Right, East Greenland Sea, in stormy weather, week 1 of January 1941, the destroyers Beagle and Brazen have intercepted, they're attacking in the morning the submarine U-190, because we have the initiative, so we're the ones leading the attack here. How far away are we from them? 5,000, so we can't quite get the torpedoes in immediately. What sort of... yeah, I was thinking maybe if we're facing them directly head on, we could perhaps, you know, launch torpedoes immediately, but that's not quite what's happened. We are facing at a decent angle, but not one where we can expect to fire torpedoes and, you know, expect good things. So U-190 has spotted the threat, torpedoes have been fired, and that means we're going to have to slow the Beagle right down and hope we do not run into any torpedoes. We seem to have avoided them for now. I think if we turn hard to port, we should probably just about have enough of a window of time to react to anything that might be going on here in terms of torpedoes. So the Beagle has already avoided the torpedoes that were fired. Maybe just a tiny turn. I am aware that the angle has to be good to fire torpedoes, which it is on this occasion. Alright. On this occasion the angle is good enough that we can do a drop and splash. Off we go. Now then, what have we got over here? I think 25-degree turn will put us right in between these two torpedoes over here, which it has done. Alright, that's good. So if these don't run out of steam before they get to this destroyer, they will miss it anyway. No action. Here comes the torpedo. Good. So that's U-190 sunk. Action report. On the British side, the destroyers Beagle and Brazen received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-190 was sunk for 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,032. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 1,032 were now earned. We have another engagement, this time it's in the Canary Islands. Sunny weather, week 1 of January 1941. The heavy cruiser Exeter with medium damage and the destroyer Bulldog with no damage have come under attack in the morning from the submarine U-189. The U-189 has the initiative. So no action from U-189. Good. I will take the opportunity to immediately get out with the Exeter. Exeter has absolutely no business being here. I'll say 25 degrees to port. Good. That's a pretty good angle. I'm sorry, what? We have a depth charge bomber out here. Well, that's lovely. We'll definitely use that. Oh, if I'd have known, I would have had the Exeter launch the airstrike. Well, let's dive in and depth charge. U-189 has been sunk. Very quick. I wasn't expecting air support in the Canary Islands, but nevertheless pleasantly surprised. Action reports: on the British side, the heavy cruiser Exeter ends with medium damage and the destroyer Bulldog ends with no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-189 was sunk for 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,032. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0, 1,032 renown earned. Western approaches, warship strikes mine. Destroyer Admiral receives medium damage in week 1 of January 1941. Really? Did you have to strike that mine? What's happened? Aft torpedo tubes have been destroyed. Well, now we have to send you back to port. Rather annoyingly as well, through no real fault of my own. Western approaches have been weakened. We will send the Blanche in temporarily then, and the Velux can come back to the UK. And we can press on. North Cape Spitsbergen, Allied convoy attacked by warships. 81,420 tons of merchant shipping sunk in week 1.5 of January 1941. We have an engagement immediately before I can react to that news in Cape Verde, in sunny weather in week 1.5 of January 1941. The destroyers Vanek and Vanquisher have come under attack at noon from the submarines U-132 and U-205. These submarines have the initiative. So, no action here either. This looks quite close. It's one of those you think it's close, but it's not. I will nevertheless gamble and see if I can do a drop and splash immediately. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks very nice. I will do a drop and splash then, immediately. There it is. So that's one of the submarines basically sunk already. Where is the other one? Oh, you're kidding me. Really, that close? And they've decided not to fire. I think what's happened here is a bit of a lie-in. I'll go 2/3 speed. Hard to starboard and stand by the torpedo tubes. Hopefully we don't go too far. Nope, we're perfect. We're very much exactly where we need to be. Ooh, this will be a nice one then. It's one of those rare moments where we will see two submarines exploding at once. No action. No action. Nice. Two submarines down immediately. And they were all, and this was all done immediately. There was no messing about with, oh, we need to get into position, we need to close in and turn and not turn and speed up and slow down. It was immediate. Very quick engagement. Wasn't expecting it to be over this quickly, but anyway. Action reports: on the British side, the destroyers Vanek and Vanquisher end with no damage whatsoever. On the German side, the submarines U-132 and U-205 were sunk for 800 tons each. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,600. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0, 1,600 renown earned. Norwegian Sea, Allied bombers attack the naval base at Bergen, Trondheim and Narvik, causing light damage. Current repairs delayed by 2 turns in week 1.5 of January 1941. That's good. Right, we have warships in here. Thetis, you know what to do. In fact, no. No, what I'm going to do is trap them in there. Because if I have a look... Oh, I can't zoom in here. But if you're in here, you can go into here, or go there. I'm actually going to move the Triton across here, and that way we've trapped those warships in. In theory, if they try and break out, we should intercept them with either 2 destroyers and a submarine, or just 1 submarine over here. Let's see whether that works. Well, in the meantime, we have an engagement in the United Kingdom in mostly sunny weather in week 2 of January 1941. The destroyer active with light damage and the destroyers Skeena and Velux with no damage have come under attack in the morning from the submarine U-226 with the initiative. Alright, that's already a bad start. Can you shoot it down, please? I don't like stalkers in the area. They've hit us very hard here. Propulsion with light damage, aft torpedo tubes heavy damage, main spotter, main radar, ASW, AAA destroyed. 1/3 speed for you, and you're going to depth charge bomb them. We have 4 depth charge bombers, we don't need all 4, just 1 should be enough. Bit surprised that the pumps aren't damaged. I thought that was one of those instances where the pumps would be damaged, but nevertheless, perfectly alright with that. So let's dive in, and let's depth charge. Put those depth charges in. You want to play with aeroplanes? We will play with aeroplanes, it's not a problem. It's just that that'll end badly for you. So my UK fleet is severely weakened now because unfortunately, well, as you can see here from the action report, on the British side, the destroyer active receives heavy damage. The destroyers Skeena and Velux receive no damage, and on the German side, the submarine U-226 was sunk for 800 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side 800, merchant ship tons sunk on the German side 0, 800 renown earned. Western approaches submarine attacked by enemy aircraft. U-225 receives medium damage in week 2 of January 1941. Good. That'll hopefully force them to go back to port. Speaking of forcing someone to go back to port, active. I'm afraid you will have to go into Scarborough Flow for repairs. I don't particularly like this. I will send the Acheron back into the UK. I need to have a good amount of ships from the UK at all times. This isn't really an area I can compromise on. Nothing heard about those warships up here. Yet again, it's almost as if I've provoked them this time. North Cape Spitsbergen, Allied convoy attacked by warships, 85,580 tons of merchant shipping sunk in week 2.5 of January 1941. That's a huge loss. I am tempted to get 1 more submarine just to cover everything here, but we'll see. So we have an engagement in the United Kingdom in partially sunny weather in week 2.5 of January 1941. The destroyers Acheron, Skeena and Velux have come under attack at dawn from the submarine U-192. U-192 with the initiative. Are they going to do... No, they're not. Oh, that's... Oh, hang on, why have they only done 2? Oh, that's why. I suppose that does make sense. Backwards and harder starboard it is. What we will do very quickly, to avoid any trouble, we're going to depth charge bomb. You know, I don't mess around. You come to the UK, you're getting a depth charge bomber. There's no real, nothing really else that can happen. Let's dive in and depth charge. That's looking pretty good. Good, U-192 has been sunk. lots of U-boats being sunk, which is good. Action report on the British side: the destroyers Acheron, Skeena and Velix received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-192 was sunk for 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,032. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 1,032 renown earned. We've got an engagement in the Azore Isles in rainy weather in week 2.5 of January 1941. The destroyers Ilex and Jervis have commander attack in the evening from the submarine U-204. U-204 with the initiative. So no action because we are presumably too far away, I'm guessing. Right, well, we'll try and get closer and then drop and splash in the usual way. We have them on the sonar, but we're just too far away. We're just too far away, and if you're too far away, well, what's the point? Oh yeah, I'm going to fire a torpedo that's going to almost certainly miss and lose time. Oh yeah, like that's a good idea, isn't it? Give your enemy an advantage, voluntarily as well. No action still. I suspect they'll fire torpedoes either on this turn or the next turn after that. They tend to fire torpedoes relatively early, you see, so that gives me plenty of time to react to a threat. Mind you, even if they fired a torpedo, even later when we'd be in the 4000s, let's say, for a 2-turn shot, I'd still probably be able to outmaneuver them. But it was better that they do it like that. So as you can see, they have fired torpedoes now. We do a small turn to starboard just to put ourselves in between the two torpedoes. We're 5,500 yards away. We have basically dodged them. We're 5,400 yards away here, so we will have to close in for one more turn. And then we'll turn and fire. Torpedoes of our own this time, presumably. Right, no action. We can now turn back to port, seeing as the danger has been avoided. I could have probably turned and fired already, but, with torpedoes in the area, why risk it? Why risk it when you don't have to? Especially when there's another destroyer here that's also available to complete the task of sinking the U-boats. Easily. So they won't have any more torpedoes, I don't think, for now. Yeah, no action, which means that that'll be the last thing we hear from them. U-204 has been sunk. That's good. Another one down. Another U-boat that won't be attacking convoys. Action report on the British side: the destroyers Ilex and Jervis received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-204 was sunk for 800 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 800. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 800 renown earned. Right, we do have time now to react to this Spitsbergen threat. What I will do is move this entire battle group, all of you. Actually, no, I won't do that. What I will do instead is temporarily move you guys here, and I will I'll move this submarine across to here. Let's see if that flushes out the warships. United Kingdom. Warship attacked by Axis aircraft. The destroyer Velix receives light damage in week 3 of January 1941. What's been damaged? They say it's light damage, but I'm going to have a look at it myself. Nothing. Alright, so it really was light damage after all. I'm going to stay put with this setup for the time being. Active will be out soon as well. Nothing going on still. Are we not attacking a convoy up here? Are we not doing that anymore? No? No, of course, as soon as I leave, look what happens. Faroe Islands, Allied convoy attacks by submarines, 59,620 tons of merchant shipping sunk in week 4 of January 1941. United Kingdom, warship attacks by Allied aircraft, destroyer Z8 receives heavy damage in week 4 of January 1941. Good, that'll force them to be making their way back to port again. Norwegian Sea, Allied bombers attack the naval base at Bergen Trondheim Narvik, causing medium damage. Current repairs delayed by 3 turns in week 4 of January 1941. Oh yeah, of course, and now my destroyer pops out. How typical. Well, we've made it to February of 1941. Yeah, I've been going for about half an hour now, so I will end the video here. Before I do, we'll have a look at the stats. So we have lost 17 naval vessels for almost 100,000 tons, which is not brilliant particularly. Merchant sunk 742 for almost 2.9 million tons. But Germany has lost 168 naval vessels for over 350,000 tons. Have we still got the 1-to-9 kill ratio? Yes, we have. If we can sink 2 more naval vessels on for Germany without losing a ship ourselves, we'll have a 1-to-10 kill ratio. So, improving. Improving. Improvements are being made here. Yep, ships lost. It's a fairly familiar list, I suppose. British list occasionally getting longer by 1 ship, maybe 2 if it's a really bad day, but German list takes time to just scroll through it all. Many ships sunk, 168 to be exact. But anyway, that is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you enjoy the content, if you're enjoying this series, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.